I want us to try another example. Look at the slide carefully and see if you can determine how many blocks we used. Did you manage to count all the blocks? Are you having some trouble? Let's look at a real example and count them together. Here I've made an example of our block. Now can you see it's 3 by 3, and if I should turn it this way, can you see I have 3 layers? Now let's count how many blocks I've used. Well, for the first layer I've used 9. For the next layer 9, that gives 18, and for our last layer 9. So altogether we've used 27 blocks. Now we've looked at our block, we've counted the little blocks that we need to build our block. The question is, what kind of an object did we make? Could you recognize it? It was a cube, of course. Now it's time for you to calculate the volume of a few prisms. Enjoy the activity. Let's see if the learners have any other questions.
Thank you so much, guys. Next up we have Moiketu with a question. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks, Amy.
I'm very good, thank you. So why don't you tell me about your favorite subjects?
My favorite subjects are EMS and maths.
Awesome stuff. So you enjoy numbers and calculating
Yeah.
and getting confused?
Yeah.
Because that's what I do when I'm working with maths. Confused. But hey, you're gonna help me out?
Yeah.
You're gonna help us out with the question, hey?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Moiketu.
I don't have blocks to count. Is there a formula I can use?
Let's find out, buddy.
Yes, there is. But let's discover the formula together. Look at this prism. I think we need to investigate a real example because it wasn't so easy to say how many blocks we have. So we're going to investigate how many blocks we use for each level and then count them. Let's have a look. As you can see, this is the prism we just had a look at. You can see it's 2 by 4. So for this level we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. But remember we've got 3 levels. So if we count it per level we have 8, 16, 24. So the volume for this cube is 24. Now how can we use what we've just learned to make a formula? Let's have a look. We can write the formula for the volume of a prism as area of the base times the number of levels or the height. And to simplify, just write the area of the base times the height. We've just written the formula for finding the volume of a prism. Now let's home in a little bit and go specific. Let's write the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism. The volume of a rectangular prism is equal to the area of the base times the height. But we know that the area of the base is length times width. So we can record our formula as the volume of a rectangular prism is equal to length times width times height. We have our formula. Now let's use it. We're going to find the volume of a rectangular prism. Let's go. Let's look at this example. We have a rectangular prism. Length of the base 5 centimeters. Width of the base 3 centimeters. Height of the prism. Let's record that. We're going to make this lighter shaded part our base. So we can write the length is 5 centimeters. The width would be that. It's 3 centimeters. And then the height of our prism, there we go, that would be 10 centimeters. Now let's record our volume. We now know the formula for volume of a rectangular prism is equal to, remember, length times width times height. Oh, couldn't be easier. The length is 5 centimeters, the width is 3 centimeters, and the height is 10 centimeters. So we have 5 times 3, 15, times 10, 150. What should I record here? Remember, it is cubic units, so it is cubic centimeters. That was very easy. Now I'd like you to think about this. Would the formula we use for finding the volume of our rectangular prism also work for finding the volume of a cube? I'd like you to turn to activity 3 in your workbook. The activity is about finding the volume of prisms. Use our formula. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson on measurement and that you can now calculate the volume of rectangular prisms and cubes. See you next time.
Well guys, that's it from us. I hope you enjoyed the lesson on volume. I'm going to see you in our next lesson. So until then, have fun, be good.